What's up? I be wanting to try to say it like my son does. He be like, listen, but I can't get it together. So I want to talk about a topic that's a little itty bitty. Might be sad, but there's a point. There's a point. We kind of talked about it, hit on it a couple times in a couple videos, but I wanted to talk about the person who's always the responsible one, who's always been the responsible one, whether you were the caretaker without a childhood, the father of the house without a childhood, or you had a childhood but you were like the straight A student, star athlete, did all the sports, was maybe in like all the clubs like robotics, you know what I mean? Like the person who took on a lot of roles and a lot of responsibilities and what that feels like. And a lot of times for people, the most responsible person or the person with a lot of responsibilities be the loneliest people. They carry a weight that a lot of people on the outside don't really notice. It's a lot to be the dependable one, the one that the people rely on, the one that always has to answer the call and sometimes don't have people pick up the phone for them, the one that no one really checks in on because they seem to have it all together. So they are, you know what I mean? They don't get checked in on. They don't get a real good, how are you really feeling conversation. The one who becomes maybe emotionally isolated because they have to feel like they don't matter because everything else is more important. And if maybe if they let go or empty it all out, that the people around them might fall apart or things won't go well with that. So this one is for you. I love you. I want the best for you. I know that this is going to... I want to feel like God loves you and, you know, that you can have a friend in God. And that sounds real corny, but in the time of my most loneliest, in a time of the most hurt, the best thing I ever did was pray. And this is not to be preachy, but this is a moment where it says you're not alone. You know what I mean? There's thousands of people in the world that feel like that. A lot of them who overcome the depressiveness of it, the oppression of isolation, that person typically ends up building a relationship with God. I have a couple books where the characters in the book have that type of characteristic where they were responsible their whole lives, or they, you know what I mean, they take on roles that they shouldn't really be carrying weights that shouldn't be held. They are trying to be better and make the most of it. A really good example of that would be Ashes of Adam. Baseline has that hidden in there somewhere, you know, within. And then of course The Light Within, that's going to be that book that I sit down and just talk to you as a friend with. If you love listening to me chat and yap with you, I'm here that way. I'm here if you're a reader and you would rather read versus hearing my voice going yippee yippee. What was that? Anyways, that's not what I sound like. But if you'd rather hear, you know what I mean, read it, and maybe for me, like, reading is helpful because I can hear it in my own voice, and that teaches me how to talk better to myself. So maybe that will work for you, even if it isn't my book. Like, read something. And then always prayer, you know what I mean? Even if it feels funny at first, just pray. Like, talk to God, because at the end of the day, we are his children and he is here for us, just like I'm going to be here for you. So I love you. As always, peace, beautiful people.